Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a follow-up video today regarding sa nagawa kong video kahapon about dun sa pag-limit sa temporary foreign workers dito sa Canada, specifically sa province of Quebec, sa Montreal City yung tatamaan nung new updates and rules. But today, August 26, nagkaroon ng panibagong news. Ito, federal government na yung nag-announce kanina. I just want to share with you kung ano yung magiging impact nito. So yesterday, sa isang province lang, which is sa Quebec, ngayon naman as a whole, nagbigay na ng pahapyaw. September 26, makikita natin yung full details papaguhin sa low-wage stream temporary foreign workers program dito sa Canada.
Hello everybody. We wanted to come and make ourselves available today. As you've heard from the Prime Minister today, the economy has changed, and as Minister of Jobs and Official Languages, it's my responsibility to read the labour market and see what changes are taking place, and to make sure that, along with my colleagues here, building houses faster than ever before and making sure that our immigration levels continue to build our economy. We're making changes today to the temporary foreign worker program, and with the changes that we already started in March that took place in May, we will have, with today's changes, about 65,000 fewer people participating in the temporary foreign worker program. Why is that important? It's important because we want to see Canadians and permanent residents have access to entry-level jobs in what has been known as the low-wage stream up to now, and we want to make sure that Canadians have access to those jobs. It's also an important part of our overall program to have more compliance in the temporary foreign worker program and also to stamp out abuse.
It's regarding sa temporary foreign workers program, specifically sa low-wage stream dito sa Canada, sa pinangunahan ni Justin Trudeau and then yung mga IRCC or Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada na minister. And nabanggit doon kung ano yung magiging plano or i-expect na mangyayari in a month. And specifically, they said September 26, kung saan mapapatupad yung bagong rules. Itong pagdami ng immigrants talagang lumobo sa panahon ng current Prime Minister, which is si Justin Trudeau dito sa Canada. Sobrang ang dami nilang na-accept na student or international students, immigrants, kasama na yung refugees seeking asylum dito sa Canada. Now, nare-realize nila yung impact nito sa unemployment rate or maraming hirap, lalo na yung mga younger Canadians, residents dito sa Canada, na maghanap ng entry-level jobs like sa mga restaurants, sales, or kung saan man na pwede nilang applyan. Nadagdag pa itong inflation, kaya sobrang nahirapan na ang daming umalma. And because of that, naglabas sila ng preview ng mga changes na mangyayari again in a month by September 26 ang effectivity. Itong changes na ginawa ng federal government or announcement ng Minister of Immigration Canada is particularly for low-wage stream job. And chinek ko online yung currently wages or median wages ng kada provinces and territories dito sa Canada in reference dun sa last video ko. If you may recall, yung mga nakapanood regarding sa province of Quebec, sa Montreal City, magkakaroon na sila ng paghigpit by September 3. Lahat ng application for temporary foreign workers or temporary foreign worker permit will be limited. And base dun sa wage na required para makapag-approve sila ng foreign worker sa City of Montreal in Quebec, kailangan ang maibigay na sahod ng employer is $27 above. Nag-check ako online sa median wages of provinces and territories dito sa Canada. Sa Alberta, merong nag-average ng $29 plus. Sa British Columbia, $28. Sa Ontario, around $27 to $28 din yung median wage. Regarding sa announcement ng federal government, kailangan at least yung mga i-hire na low-skilled job or yung mga mag-a-apply ng LMIA, matumbasan yung current median wage ng provinces and territories dito sa Canada, dapat yung wages na yon or above pa yung bigay sa inyo ng employer for you to be able to acquire LMIA, and later you can apply for work permit. Ito major update or changes na in-announce ng federal government under ng Temporary Foreign Workers Program. Any regions dito sa Canada, either provinces or territories na may 6% or above na unemployment rate will no longer be issued or approved of LMIA or yung labor market impact assessment na kailangan later sa pag-apply ng work permit. So paano nyo malalaman yung percentage ng unemployment rate dito sa Canada? I will post the photo here, and you can also search sa under ng Statistics Canada. I-search nyo lang sa Google or any search engine. Check natin. Ito updated na unemployment rate ng provinces and territories of Canada as of July of this year, 2024. Just search nyo lang statcan.gc.ca or Statistics Canada updated. So, ito yung pinaka-latest, July nga of 2024. Highlighted yung beige na color, unemployment rate, and then yellow, percentage point change in the month. I'm just gonna name a few ng current unemployment rates sa buong Canada. Again, so Alberta, merong 7.1%. Ontario, 6.7%. BC, 5.5%. I'm surprised mababa ang unemployment rate sa British Columbia, no? Ang pinakamataas itong Newfoundland, 9.6%. So anong ibig sabihin nitong mga to? Again, referring dun sa nabanggit ko kanina na first major changes ng federal government dito sa temporary foreign workers, kapag ang lugar, region dito sa Canada is 6% or above, hindi nila a-approvean even if mag-apply ka ng LMIA. Pangalawa, yung mga employer na may temporary foreign worker staff, by September 26, effective na yung bagong rules under ng Temporary Foreign Workers Program. Marireduce na yung allowed na temporary foreign workers sa company or kada employer ng 10%. Just to give you an example, if may 100 na staff or lang na TFW or temporary foreign workers sa company is 10 individual people. Pagka sumobra yon, you have to decide and let go of excess temporary foreign workers dun sa company ng employer. We're not sure yet kung ano yung magiging epekto nito, lalo na sa mga currently nagwo-work na nabigyan ng 2 years na work permit. Malalaman natin yung full details siya next month. Pangatlo na changes, marireduce na yung validity ng LAMIA or work permit from 2 years to 1 year. Sa amin, nung pamangkin ko last year, nag-apply kami, na-issuean pa siya ng 2 years na work permit. But right now, lahat na mag-a-apply ng or ma-approvean ng work permit will only be issued 1 year. That's under again ng low wage stream, temporary foreign workers program. Yun mga kabayan, I just want to add up to the video that I made yesterday. Kasi yung kahapon nga, again, if I may repeat, nag-announce yung province of Quebec. But today, federal yung nag-announce. So as a whole, buong Canada ang maapektuhan. We'll see kung ano yung magiging update. Malalaman natin by September 26 next month. At ko lang pala, ang nakikita kong problema dun sa pag-i-issue ng 1 year work permit na lang instead of 2 years is yung pag-approve ng work permit. Kasi ang pag-a-apply pa lang or pag-post ng ad sa LAMIA, it takes time, months to get approval from ESDC or Service Canada. Tapos, pag na-approve yun, i-apply ka pa ng work permit. Nabanggit ko sa ibang videos ko before, ang employer, ina-apply ang LMIA. Kailangan nilang i-advertise and right now, 3 to 4 months to get approval from Service Canada. So nag-check ako naman ng IRCC sa approval ng work permit kasi pag na-approvean sila ng positive LAMIA and then i-apply nila ng work permit. So after 3 to 4 months yung LMIA, ang low wage application ng work permit as of today is 127 days. So just like 3, 6, 9. Almost 4 months. So i-add mo yon 3 plus 4, let's say 7 months. Tapos meron ka pang few months na lang to make it 1 year. So ayun lang yung nakikita kong problema doon. Applicable din siya para dun sa i-apply ng bagong work permit ng employer. It depends pa yon sa volume na na-receive na application ng work permit under again ng low wage stream ng Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. Pero lahat yon information makikita nyo online sa website nila. Let's see kung anong update ang mangyayari next month.